Have you ever been texting someone who one day replies instantly, sends you good morning messages, and even says they miss you? But then the very next day, they take hours to respond. Give one-word answers, and act like you don't exist? If that's happened to you, welcome to the confusing world of mixed signals. It's a place where your heart and your mind are constantly arguing. One day you're sure they like you, the next day you're wondering if you're just imagining it. If this has ever happened to you, tell me in the comments. What's the most confusing mixed signal someone has ever sent you? I'd love to hear your stories. Before we can figure out if they're confused or just playing, we have to understand why mixed signals happen in the first place. Number 1. Fear of commitment. Sometimes a person likes you, but they're scared of what being in a relationship will mean. So they come close, but then they pull back when it starts to feel serious. Number 2. They're genuinely unsure about how they feel. Maybe they've just come out of a breakup. Maybe they're dealing with personal stuff. They like you, but they don't know if they're ready. Number 3. They're emotionally unavailable. They can enjoy your company and still not want anything deeper. And number 4. They just like the attention. This one stings the most. They might not see a future with you, but they enjoy the boost they get from knowing you're interested in them. Quick question for you watching. Which of these reasons do you think is the most common? Drop your guess in the comments. I'm curious to see what you all think. Now, let's look at the difference between someone who's just confused and someone who's playing games. First, the signs they're genuinely unsure. They tell you they're not ready or that they need time. This doesn't mean they're perfect, but at least they're being somewhat honest about where they stand. Even if their moods change, they're still consistent in small things, like checking in, asking about your day, or remembering details you told them. They respect your boundaries. They don't pressure you into anything. They don't make you feel guilty for wanting clarity. Let me give you a quick story. I once knew someone who told a friend of mine from the start, "I like you, but I'm not ready for a relationship." And guess what? For months, he still showed up as a friend, never led her on, and was respectful. That's confusion, not manipulation. Have you ever had someone be honest that they're not ready, but still treat you well? Let me know in the comments. I want to know how that turned out for you. Now, the darker side. Here are the signs they're just playing with you. They give you a lot of attention at first, compliments, calls, even talking about the future, then suddenly disappear without explanation. This is called love bombing, and it's a red flag. They dodge direct questions. If you ask, "Where is this going?" and they change the subject, joke about it, or say, "Why ruin the vibe?" They're avoiding commitment. They make you feel like you have to compete for their attention. You might see them flirting with others or making comments about how other people like them. I'll share another story. A viewer once told me she dated someone who would be all over her one week, then post photos with other women the next week just to make her jealous. That's not confusion, that's manipulation. If someone's actions are making you doubt yourself constantly, that's a sign to run. Have you ever had to deal with someone like that? Tell me in the comments. I promise, you're not the only one. So, what do you do when you're dealing with mixed signals? 3 things. Communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to ask, "What do you want from this?" or, "Are you looking for something serious?" If they can't answer directly, that's already an answer. Set emotional boundaries. You don't have to cut them off right away, but protect your peace. Don't keep pouring your energy into someone who leaves you guessing. Watch their actions more than their words. People can say anything, but it's how they treat you over time that shows their real intentions. I know it's tempting to wait and see if things will magically get better, but here's a truth I've learned. If someone's feelings are genuine, you won't have to decode them every day. Mixed signals can be exhausting. They mess with your confidence and waste your time. But once you understand the difference between someone who's unsure and someone who's playing, you can decide if they're worth the wait, or if you need to walk away. Remember, love should give you peace, not anxiety. If you're constantly feeling confused, that's already a sign that something's wrong. In our next episode, episode 3, we'll be talking about the 5 texting habits that reveal their true feelings, and trust me, you'll never look at your chats the same way again. If you found this helpful, like this video, share it with a friend who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And tell me in the comments, have you ever been caught in the web of mixed signals? Were they confused, or were they just playing? Let's talk about it.